Well, hello. This review is for the Haakaa breast pump. It is a silicone breast pump that you can purchase on Amazon. It comes in this handy dandy, totally awesome little canister. You can choose to keep it in there. I don't, because clearly I have an issue opening it, but it comes like that. And I already took mine out because I use it all the time. Just real quick, this is something that I use every single day without fail. I like it so much that I brought one to the sitters, which happens to be my parents' house, so that when I go pick her up in the afternoon, I'll have one there for me as well. How this works, I'm not going to actually show it to you on me. I know that there is a video out there of a woman that does do that. That's awesome. It's certainly why I bought it, because I thought it looked pretty awesome. However, I am not that person. I do not feel comfortable showing that. So instead, I will just tell you about it. The only negative thing I'm going to say right up front is you will see these little lines on there. I don't know if you can see it in the video very well, but the ounces on this side, totally not correct at all. So you get super giddy and super excited because, oh look, I've pumped 2 ounces. No, you have not. You may have pumped 1, maybe 1.5. So you get real good afterwards knowing kind of how much you've pumped, just based on experience and use of this. As soon as I'm done pumping, I pour it into one of the Medela canisters, and then I get a better indication of how much I pumped. So I've had to pause this video for a second simply because this light, you see this? It's annoying, isn't it? So I'm gonna try to stay out of the light. If I can't manage to do that, I can't manage to do that, it's fine. So anyway, the way this works, we've got your child nursing on one side, and you will have this on the other, the opposite side of where they are nursing. So it pretty much works based on the letdown. So your baby nursing on the one side does start the letdown on the other side as well. So when baby's got the letdown comes into here as well. This is not like the Milkies. I really liked the Milkies where it would catch the droppings. I thought that was great at the beginning because I do drip. But it is nothing like this. It catches your drips. It doesn't really suction. This one just, it suctions, it's squishy. So when you put it on, you gotta squeeze it from the bottom. So you squeeze it like that and it just kind of stays. Mind you, you do have to move it around. So you have to find the place that works best for you. I am not a large-breasted woman, so I do not know how this would work on somebody with a bigger chest. I have a smaller chest, so this does work really well for what I have and what I'm working with. So you squeeze it on and you're golden. I do have to reposition every so often. It slowly sometimes just goes like that. So I just re-squeeze and we're good. The suction of it is what keeps the milk from, it's what keeps milk coming out. So as soon as it stops doing its little thing, it acts like a Milky's where it just kind of drips into it. So you have to keep it where it's actually suctioning. And then your letdown will come right into this. So I do this on every single feeding without fail. Doesn't matter if it's in the middle of the night, because yes, I still nurse in the middle of the night, or if it's in the middle of the day. What I will say you cannot do with this, at least I can, I don't know how this works across the board for everybody, but you can't use this as just a normal manual pump. I had no luck at all with that. I can stick this sucker on there, and if I am not having her on one side, there is nothing coming into this. So I do require my child nursing on one side for this to work. Not to say it won't work for somebody else, it just certainly does not work for me. I still also use my Medela double breast pump, the freestyle, when I need to pump without her around. So just when she's nursing, I use this. I do get maybe an ounce, ounce and a half to 2 ounces each feeding. That's even if it's been an hour. Sometimes I'll get ½ ounce, but the majority of the time, the least amount I'll get is 1 ounce. I have tried to see if once I'm done utilizing this and with the baby on the other side, and then I immediately pump after to see if maybe it's missing a lot. It's really not. It's marginal at best what the pump can do after with this, so I don't even bother pumping after anymore. I just, whatever this catches is what I'm going to use and freeze. So it works awesome. I keep using the word awesome, but it is pretty great. So that's pretty much it for the logistics of it. Another thing I want to note is, although I feed my child on one side and do this on the other, and we don't switch back and forth, I do know that this does work because I did do this at the beginning where she would switch. She just simply doesn't do it anymore. You can use this on both sides. So if you do have a child that nurses on one, then flips and nurses on the other, you can start out on the opposite side and then flip and go to the opposite side. I know that when I first started using this before my supply was really established, I was very nervous because I was one of those people that thought I had a low supply. Now, not many women actually have a low supply, but I thought I was one of them. So it terrified me to use this, thinking she's just already, I don't feel like she's getting enough. So how is this going to work if I have it going on the one side that has all the good milk right now? How is she going to get anything? Your child is so much better than a pump is at getting milk out. So do not think that that's a problem. They will get what they need when they need it. So don't be worried about that. Another thing is, if your child is like mine, where she's not a very calm, gentle feeder, she's very active. I've got the little bicycle leg that goes like this when she's eating. So her foot's just constantly moving and knocking this off. So I do have to kind of put my arm out to keep her from doing that, which is really not fun when I'm using the shield on the other side as well. So try to keep the shield on without her pulling that off, and try to keep this on without her kicking it off. I will not say it is the easiest thing on the planet, but because this works so well, it is worth everything I've put into it. So yeah, definitely purchase this. This is something that you should absolutely buy, and is a wonderful gift for individuals that you know will be trying to breastfeed. This has, I believe, single-handedly increased my milk production. I have a child who does not like to nurse on one side and then flip and nurse to the other. As soon as she's done nursing on one side, she's just done. That's how she's been for a very long time. So pull her up, I burp her, she's good. So I need something on the other side. So this is exactly what I was looking for myself. And it absolutely did keep my milk production where it needed to be, and then increased as well. So that's pretty much it. This is absolutely on my top 10 products for baby registries, and right up there at the top for nursing moms. I can't recommend this enough. I have no affiliation whatsoever with Haakaa. If that's even pronounced, I'm assuming it's Haakaa. I cannot stress enough how amazing this product was. So I do know that some people have tried using it and weren't able to get it to latch the way they needed to on that one side. I have just simply not had that problem. And again, I don't know if it's because of maybe the shape or the size or the whatnot of my anatomy, but it works so well. So I do highly recommend it. If you're thinking about it, you definitely should get it. And that is the review of the Haakaa. 10 out of 10. It's amazing.